Even though we have it set on feet, as you can tell, there's air coming out of this vent. And it's definitely set on feet. This vent, not so much air. This vent, nothing. But again, driver's side vent, even though it's on feet, we still got quite a bit of air coming out of it. And alright, so now we're going to fix that problem. And the problem is, because this is a dual set, this car has two motors that control the doors on the inside of the heater. Let me go ahead and turn the system off because I don't need it on anymore. And let's actually turn the car off. We don't need it on anymore. So it has two motors that control the vent to know what the temperature is, and Honda's diagram is, it's complicated compared to what I'm used to, which is like Ford or GM or Chrysler. So this is the part number. There's a different part number if you're doing the passenger side. And there's also a different part number if you are just a regular, not a dual system. So be mindful of that. You definitely need to put your VIN in when you're looking up the part number. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, to start, you want to remove this, but there is a screw underneath. Undoing the screw first. Basic Phillips head. It's the screw. Now this whole thing should... Alright, so there's a screw on the other end also. So there's one here and then one on the other end. You can see them, they're both Phillips. I thought there were screws up here, but there aren't. You just really have to get under and pull. They're just held in with those metal clips. I'm gonna disconnect these two connections because I want to take this whole cover off. Same thing's gonna be on the other side. You're just gonna have to pull a little bit. No, I'm in the way. Is there another screw in there? There might be another screw. Alright, let me actually... So I'm going to remove this plastic screw because I think behind this panel is another screw that I actually need to get to. Just unscrew it and they pop right out and the whole panel comes out. And then I'm going to be in your way. I don't see a screw in there and don't feel one either. It definitely feels like it's really caught up in there, but I don't think it is. It's just one of those clips. Of course, this has never been out before, so it's gonna be a little bit tough. Yeah, it's just one of those metal clips. You just gotta pull hard. There we go. One came out inside. That's it. I'll show you. Let's get you zoomed out. It's basically those kind of metal clips that are holding it in. That's it. So I know this is a little blurry, but I am in the footwell of the, not footwell, but you know where you put your feet in the passenger side or driver's side. So luckily this is it. That's the motor that we have to replace. So we may not have to remove the entire dashboard. It looks like this piece of plastic here has got to come out. And that might be it, but we still got to take this piece out right here. To get better access to the motor, you're going to want to remove this plastic piece right here. Just uses plastic tabs. There's one there, one in there, and then one there. I'm just taking a flathead and pushing the tab in and forcing it down. But I mean, like, you don't have to do that. I mean, realistically, you can just take it and pull it down. And there, now that comes out. Pretty neat. Now, let's go up inside. And as you can see, there is our prize. Right there. That's what we're looking for. This thing right there. I want to confirm that it's actually not working. So what we're going to do is remove the 3 screws, but leave the electrical connection in, and then actually run it. From the new part, you actually can see where the holes go, where the screws go. This side actually faces the interior, but there's gonna be one there, and where's the other one? I think right there, and I should be able to get there with a screwdriver. So that's what I'm gonna do. Can't really get the camera up in there. Okay, so there's 2 screws like this that actually go through the plastic part of the motor, and then on the motor, let's grab the new one. The other one goes through this piece. I'm gonna see if I can show you exactly. Better access to the top screw. You could either use a stubby screwdriver, which I don't have, or remove this bracket. There's only 2 bolts. There's one right there. I'm gonna guess it's a 12, and then there's another one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you. Move some stuff out of the way. The other one is right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. Now, there is, let me see if I can get the right spot. Alright, so the motor is right there. This is the motor. And there's only one more screw. It's on top. Let me see if I can actually get you up in there and show you. Right there. So that's what we're going to be going to get out. That one right up on top. So I'm going to be using, I'm looking underneath the steering wheel. Actually, let's move this bracket out of the way. That's why I removed all that stuff in the first place. And I'm looking through the steering column to be able to see it. Got the Phillips kind of getting in there. So there we go. And then just unscrewing it. Unscrewing it. Oops, came off the screw. Unscrewing it. So there we go. Screw fell. And now the motor comes right out. So here's the old motor, and I'm actually kind of confused. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car on so you can see. So right now the system is on regular non-dual, so it's on both sides. And when the system is all the way, the knob is all the way turned to cold. So as you can see, this is the old motor. Goes ahead and goes to hot. And going all the way back to cold, to AC, it doesn't. The only thing that's weird is it's super noisy. And like you saw it like flicked itself back. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and put the new one on. I'm still different. Okay. So now it's adjusted to where it's set on cold, and it's gonna rotate all the way to hot. Now I'll move it back to cold. I mean, the difference is this motor is quieter. I mean, that's like it. I installed this motor, and then I turned the system on, and there's still really hot air out of the passenger side. And the air got to about 100, it was 140 on the passenger side. On the driver's side, it was slowly gaining above 100. As with the old motor, that wasn't happening. So I'm going to go ahead and install the new motor and see what happens. Back with the GoPro. Get you in here. Now, these two doors are what the motor actually controls. This one right here, let's see if I can get my hand up here with the camera. This one right here actually goes outside and controls the valve that controls how much hot water comes through, or antifreeze. So I think this is opened and this setting is cold. This one right here controls the actual a large door, and that's it. And that's what they connect to. And then I think I'll actually go back to the other camera. That's what I'll do to show everybody. Alright, so as you can see, this is the old motor. This is how it actually goes into the car. You can see the two prongs are at different heights, would be the best way to put it. This one controls the door inside the blower motor assembly, and this one controls the valve that is located on the firewall. And that's how it has to go in. That's the only way they connect. So now we're going to go back to GoPro so I can show you how it goes in. Okay, so we're going to put the motor in. We're going to see how it goes. And then this door has to go up, line up with that prong. And it's not easy to see because the bottom one is in, but this one is not. There we go, I'm pretty sure. Look at the GoPro screen. I'll try to. Nope, sorry guys. Back you over. Let me get up in there. Make sure that I'm doing it right. The valve is in. And I guess it's on the door. Yep, it's on the door. So now, I'm going to lower you down. And sorry about the shakiness. First time with the GoPro. Doing these videos. Spin you guys around. And let me just get one screw in. And one screw should be enough. One screw should be enough. That's fine. Let's angle you away from my face and onto the job. That still didn't work. Whatever, you can see my face. One screw. I moved the GoPro around, I'm sorry, it's kind of tight in here. The screw. And these are like self-screwing screws. They're just going into plastic. Is that one? Now you can let the whole thing go without it popping out. Next one. Make sure it's tight, but don't crack the plastic. Because if it's not tight, you risk it, the prongs coming out of the door actuator arms. Alright, doing this blind. Underneath, I'm viewing through underneath the steering column. There we go. Put it in. So it doesn't really want to go in at the right spot. Oh, I know. Spot. Must be just going in. Does not want to tighten. That screw didn't come out, so it's good. It's a really tight place to be working. does want to go in. I think I was just turning it the wrong way. And I'm not really trying to see. Well, on the wish I had a power tool. This would make this whole thing a lot easier. It's tight in here. So I got better arm. The GoPro is really neat. It gives you guys a really neat view of everything. Again, when you're getting it in there, make sure it's tight, but not too tight. Because if it's not tight enough, you can possibly risk that. See, like the actuator moves, or the motor moves. You don't want that to happen. So you want it tight. Getting it in there tight. Almost done. And you'll feel it stop. Okay, it stopped. So now, I'm going to turn the car on to make sure that the prongs are in the arms. Just the car on. You should see them move. They're moving. Let me make sure they're actually grabbing everything. Something. Yep, they grabbed the flap. Everything is good. It's moving. Both of them. Turn the car off. I've gone and installed the brace that goes from the steering column to where the steering column goes to the firewall. Just make sure you put it in the correct way. There's only one way it can really go in. Now we're taking the plastic piece that goes in the bottom, only goes in one way. Plastic tongs are the easiest way to tell. Trying to see if there's anything it fits into. I'm pretty sure there is, just can't remember. Oh, it fits right in. There's a groove it fits into. Right there. And pop, pop, pop. And there we go. There's a little prong on the firewall that there's a little hole in this little plastic piece, square hole that it fits into. Trying to get it in there. There we go. Then do up your connections. Gray in the electric traction system control side. Green in the sunroof side, if your car is equipped. And then basically, just like how you took it off, you start from the top, you push it in, bang it a little bit. Only goes in one way. Then take this piece, put it in. There we go. The plastic screw. Put it in and just really push it. Then take your screws. Where's my? There's my Phillips. And one screw here. And then another screw. goes way down in the corner. And I'm blocking it, I know. Sorry. Way down in there. Alright. Now I'm going to show you what I found after doing this.